Good morning, LDWMMAC. This is your boy, the coach. You're live on the Coaching Show, the Coaching Show Live. Hey guys, and don't forget to join me tonight for the Bites for Balance podcast. Guys, we're going to start that at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please go ahead and join me here tonight, guys, and we're going to get in here. We're going to cook, we're going to talk MMA, we're going to talk maybe a little boxing, but guys, join me tonight. I need you guys to bear with me in this video. I am going to talk about this fight, but I am going to talk about a trend, and I'm going to just throw something in y'all head and actually put you in remembrance of something. The trend that's going on within the UFC, and it's beginning to get, totally noticeable. And I thought it was just the Karolina Kowalkiewicz thing. I thought it was a Ketlin Vieira thing. I thought, I kind of thought that it was just something, but now there's a trend going on. Folks, this fight right here, okay? I want to ask y'all a question, okay? What did you think Tracy Cortez was supposed to do in this fight? I mean, what did y'all think she was supposed to do? I picked Tracy Cortez to go to this fight and win this fight, but I picked Tracy to actually get a finish, okay? Tracy didn't get the finish. However, Tracy went in there, and no disrespect to Stephanie Egger, but Stephanie Egger got her ass whooped. It pretty much, man, it was domination, okay? But when this fight was announced, and I looked at, the record and the resume of Stephanie Egger. I watched 3 of her fights. And when I watched 3 of her fights, I said, she's not going to beat Tracy Cortez unless, she can stop Tracy from taking her down. That's the only way she would beat Cortez if the fight don't go to the ground. But, I also looked at, Stephanie Egger's, opponent selection, her body of work, her resume. And, the fights that she had that were really, that were big fights in her world, she lost those fights, okay? Every, top level opponent that she faced or, formidable opponent, she's lost those fights. The fights that she can win, the people that lose. Now, I got to ask y'all, what is Stephanie Egger supposed to do against an opponent who loses? Tell me, okay? What is she supposed to do? I mean, is she supposed to not beat the hell out of him? No. She's supposed to beat the hell out of him. That's what you do to people who lose. Okay? So this is no disrespect, okay? I mean, she fought an opponent who had, 4 losses, but on like a 2-3 fight losing streak. And she lost. I mean, she won those fights. Her losses, she fought against Alexa Connors, who Alexa Connors was in the UFC or maybe still is in the UFC. But she lost that fight. Then she lost to Cortez. And so I ask y'all, what is Tracy Cortez really supposed to do? She's supposed to do what she did. She beat the hell out of Stephanie Egger. This fight wasn't even close, y'all. I could sit here and bore you with the details and tell you how, Tracy Cortez made adjustments. Okay, when Stephanie Egger was trying to, strike, Tracy Cortez immediately, closed that distance. And she was taking this girl down at will. And then, Tracy Cortez was doing some real good ground and pound. Now, I'm going to tell you something, though. Stephanie Egger, I don't want to say she's completely, not adequate enough to fight in the UFC. I saw some things in Stephanie Egger, though. And I know people like, man, but, the girl got beat. Yeah, she got beat badly. But I saw something. Stephanie Egger has a survival instinct in the octagon, a small one. She threw a beautiful up kick, and I'm going to tell you, man, that's probably one of the best up kicks I've seen. And she had Tracy Cortez seeing stars, okay? She staggered her. Could you imagine if Stephanie Egger could have done more with that? She could have won that fight. Stephanie Egger had that one bright spot in the fight, but then that was it. It was all Tracy Cortez. It was all Tracy Cortez. I think Stephanie Egger has potential. I just think she probably might not be ready for the UFC. And definitely I don't think she's ready for upper level competition. That's just my opinion, okay? Maybe some of you could disagree or whatever. But, I have to look at that. Guys, it was pretty much, Tracy Cortez taking her to the ground, okay? It was pretty much Tracy Cortez dominating ground and pound. Tracy just kind of had her way. But you guys, I don't blame Tracy Cortez. I don't blame Stephanie Egger because, Stephanie Egger fought a person who was like, on a 4-fight losing streak or 3-fight losing streak. And then she get a call from the UFC when she dominated that losing fighter. Okay? Now, I don't blame Stephanie Egger for taking the opportunity because who wouldn't? Who wouldn't take an opportunity to fight in the UFC? Come on. But I look at this and I go back to Tanisha Tennant. I go back, I'm like, okay. So Tanisha Tennant went 4-0 in Invicta. Tanisha Tennant won the Phoenix, Rising Championships. I mean, she won that. In one night, you got to beat the hell out of 5 people. Did that. Then came back to the Contender Series, beat the hell out of Danielle Wolf. Still gets denied. Okay, now you can say, well, Danielle Wolf actually won. Man, look, Tanisha Tennant won that fight, 2 rounds to 1. Tanisha Tennant had Danielle Wolf up out of there. Okay, had Danielle Wolf covering up, trying to be a turtle. And see, I have to wonder now, guys. I don't want to take away from Tracy Cortez's win. I don't want to do that. But guys, I'm looking at a trend, man. Like, what is it, man? It's these women, man. It's like the UFC, they're going toward, more than ever now. They're not really going towards fights. They're going towards people that look the part. They're going towards people that look the part. I mean, and have y'all noticed that there's an influx of fighters wearing makeup in the octagon now? Have you guys noticed that? There is a rise of women's MMA fighters putting on makeup in the octagon. As Genesis Green would say, casket ready. Like, and I'm starting to notice that. I noticed what? We noticed Carolina Kovacevic did it. We noticed that Ketlin Vieira did it. I'm like, Ketlin Vieira, God, dog. Now Tracy Cortez. Got on, got on eyeshadow and eyelashes. Like, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on in here? Like, what is going on? It's crazy. And then I start thinking, why would the UFC give Tracy Cortez this opponent? Why? I mean, clearly, Stephanie Egger don't have the experience. Definitely, Stephanie Egger don't really have a lot of experience. I mean, what are they going to do, man? And then I start thinking, okay, are they going to try to push Tracy Cortez up the 125-pound ladder? Are they going to do it? What are they going to do? And how many of the top dogs at 125 is Tracy Cortez going to have to face? See, guys, I start thinking about all this stuff, and I'm like, is Tracy Cortez the next one that the UFC is going to push based off looks? I mean, guys, I done had enough of the Paige Van Zants. Okay, I done had enough of this. I done had enough of the Rachel Ostoviches. I like Rachel Ostovich, but man, how she's still in the UFC, I don't know. Okay? And the only thing I can think of is that, look, girl's a dime piece, and, the UFC needs some good-looking women still to stand in the UFC. Listen, that's just what it is. That's just what it is, okay? Y'all can get mad all you want to, but that's just what that is. This was a solid victory by Tracy Cortez, okay? And remember, because I got to keep repeating stuff to sensitive-ass people. Man, you don't like Tracy, man. Shut the hell up. Just shut up. Listen to what the hell I'm saying. I don't blame Tracy Cortez for the opportunity. I mean, hey, you get to get in here, you get an easy fight, you take an easy fight. Yeah, it's just what it is, And Tracy Cortez, she not in the stage of her career where she can demand who she fight. She can't do that. This the same Tracy Cortez that was begging Dana White for an opportunity. Dana, please give me an opportunity to change my future. that Tracy Cortez. So she take who they give to her. But I wonder though, guys, y'all tell me, I wonder is this the next person that they're gonna try to push based on the looks agenda, based on what fanboys like, based on what simps like. Because y'all know the UFC, they do a damn good job of pushing fighters that's simps, that simps are in love with. Because I think the UFC know, man, if they keep putting these fighters on that look real good, if they put these attractive fighters on, they know that they can get money off these simps. You guys tell me what y'all think, man. Tell me what y'all think about it all. I'm done.